right, thank you so much for tuning in to Precious TV to watch The Scope, your best Christian entertainment show. My name is Louis S.K. Apeto. In case you have any comments, you can send that to 0203438710, 0203438710. Later in the program, we'll be activating the phone line so that you can join in. And we are streaming on Facebook at Precious TV, on my personal handle, Louis S.K. Apeto, and also Scope_GH. With all this platform, you'll be able to watch The Scope live. And I am joined by Reverend Mrs. Gloria Lamptey. In fact, I said Gloria, but pardon me, the name is Gloria Lamptey, and a very humble woman. Mrs., you're welcome.
Thank you.
First of all, let me find out, how does it feel being a wife of a pastor?
It's interesting. It's interesting. It comes with a lot of responsibilities. But it's interesting. And it's a calling. So if you are called, you just walk through it.
Let's get to know your husband. We got a time in Ghana where we talk of Reverend Abraham Lamptey. Everybody knows who this gentleman.
Yeah.
How would you describe your husband?
My husband is a very humble man of God. That's his trademark. He loves God. He loves the things of God. And he's a very strong-willed person. That's all I can say about him.
But is he watching us now?
Yeah, I think so. He's watching us on Facebook.
Okay, so you want to say something to him?
Honey, I love you.
Wow. So the ladies out there, please make sure you lend us. Because there are ladies, when they're on set, they don't want to, because they are... But this one is very powerful. Thank you so much. But there was an issue relating to some burning of the church auditorium belonging to your church. Yeah. I know with men, they have a strong heart to receive those cases. But when it comes to women, it's a different matter.
Yeah.
How did you respond to that issue?
It was devastating. I when I saw the fact for the first time, I was in tears. It was heartbreaking because we had just moved into it the previous day, and then the next day, everything was gone. Everything was gone, and you can imagine I was so emotional about it. I took my husband and my daughter, Human Mercy, to speak to me, to calm me down. And then at that point, I calmed down. It wasn't easy though, but there was nothing I could do. I wasn't going to cry over spilled milk. We had to just strengthen ourselves and believe God for restoration. And indeed, God has restored us.
But let me just deep a little into it. When you read the reportage, there are different angles of reporting it. You are living in the story. Can you give us a brief of what exactly was the issue?
Okay, we bought this piece of land, and I think that there were litigation between the Teshi and Nungwa people. Somebody sold it to the Teshi people. We bought it from the Nungwa. Actually, it belongs to the Nungwa people. And so the people came. They've been there like 3 times to burn our materials.
Wow,
but we just didn't make noise about it. We had to move in after doing so. We had to move from our previous place to the place, and the case was in court. So I didn't see the motive. I don't know what the motive is, but I'm sure it was land guards who wanted to threaten us. But we are children of God, and we are above threats. So it's the same place we are worshiping. Actually.
But how are things now? Is everything settled?
Yes. The case is still in court, but the judge gave us the go ahead too. Yeah.
All right. Now let's leave the issue of the burning, and then now let's come to you. You are a reverend.
Yeah.
And beside that, you're a family woman as well. How do you combine those two?
Very, very demanding.
Yeah.
But you need to prioritize. Know what to do at what time. When it's time for ministry, you do ministry, but you still make time for family. Your family is their first ministry, and so you must take care of your family first. It shouldn't interfere. You just prioritize. Make time for ministry, make time for family.
My question is related to there are people who are facing this challenge now. Yeah. And some get to the point of having to leave the marriage because there isn't that acceptance of what you have accepted. I know at the beginning, maybe I can't really speak for it, but maybe at the beginning there was this conflict, this misunderstanding. What exactly did you put in place? What exactly did you do different that sustained it up to this point?
Myself, I have a Catholic background.
Okay.
My father is a strict Catholic. And so I was in church. I'm a church girl, though somewhere along the line I went out of the will of God. But I love God. I love the things of God. So entering ministry just confirmed who I wanted to be. I wanted to be a nun, actually, when I was growing up. So I just love the things of God. I just had to adapt to what I love. You know, what you love comes naturally for you. You don't struggle to do it. So I had to accept the man. I didn't marry him as a pastor, though we married before he entered ministry. Actually, I didn't want to marry a pastor. It was too I wanted a private life, but God wanted otherwise for me. But I had to accept him. I just love God. I just love what he does. Apart from loving him as a person, the next thing I love about him is his calling and his ministry. And so once I love it, I had to adjust and give him the room to do God's work.
That was very supportive and very understanding.
Yes.
So if you don't have that understanding, it will be quite...
I said earlier on that being a pastor's wife is a calling.
It's a calling.
You need to be called. If you are not called, you would always want to have the man, whilst God demands something of him. As I speak to you now, he's in Aplau, going for ministry, and I am here. Sometimes he goes, and it's a month too. I had to be here. He's all over. I have to be there, taking care of the ministry, taking care of the family. There is that understanding. I accept it. I know what I am in for. So I just walk in the will of God for my life.
All right. So I'm told your husband has sent a message on Facebook, and I'm trying to find the message so that I can read it out. So please, my technical people, if you can just screenshot it or snap it and send it to me on Facebook. Sorry, WhatsApp. I think I'll do. He said, "Love you more, dear." So that is the message coming from your husband. So that is. I know you are receiving that in good faith. But
yes,
quickly, okay, so I think I have some messages here. I said, okay, so love you more, dear. That is coming from your husband. And then I have another message here. Mama G, bless you, mommy. Another one says, you are known as Mama G. Eh?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And that's coming from Eddie Tete. He said, we love you more, mommy. So I know you have a lot of people who love you.
Yes.
But now let's talk about your breaking points.
Yeah.
When have you received any criticism as a woman of God that has broken you down to the extent of you wanting to give up?
Of course, many times.
Do you mind sharing one with us?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I'm a very open person.
Okay.
So there was this lady who had a challenge at home, and I had to bring her to my home.
Okay.
To be there for some time. And I mean, interesting, we were not living in a big house then. We were living in a chamber and hall. But I brought her in because I was compassionate. But they've turned me into something else now. I'm not like what I used to be.
Okay.
So I was very open, compassionate. I brought her in. And then there was gossip in church that because I come from the Volta region, I washed my menses for my husband. I cooked with it for him. And so that is why every time it's my wife, my wife, my wife.
Hey.
And it broke me. Because I don't know how somebody could sit down and concoct a story like that. It broke me. Many instances. There have been people, you bring them close, love them, open up to them, and they go around saying things that are not true. But no servant is greater than the master. So I've accepted ministry. That's ministry for you. The people you die for are the same people who will kill you.
So you have to be very careful.
You have to be strong. You have to rise above gossip or things that people would know. It doesn't break me down anymore. In the early years, it got to me very much. Sometimes I wanted to just leave everything, go into the background. But
wow,
I'm above that now.
That's very touching. I have another message from Facebook. Says this coming from Na Ashoko Ashon. It said, Gloria Lamptey, you are dashing, mommy. And this one coming from Na again. Say, God bless you so much. So keep sending your messages. We'll do our possible best to read them. Later, we'll be activating the phone line so that you can also call in. But lastly, on the personal issue, there's this video I watched recently. And there's this trending song, and in the video you could see some number of ladies, young ladies, just took off their clothes with their breast on, excuse my language, and they were dancing, responding to the song in public, not in private, but in public, where someone had to even record it and post it. Now, in your days, I know there was this regulation as to how you even put up yourself as a lady.
That's true.
But as we can find it now in our current situation, it's not like that. What do you think is the challenge?
Everybody wants to be accepted.
Okay.
And everybody wants to be known. And so they will do things the wrong way for acceptance. The other thing is that some people are looking for love.
Okay.
They don't have love. So looking for love in the wrong places. So doing those things, they feel that they will be appreciated and loved. But that's in a very bad way. A lot is happening. People do those things also for money.
Okay.
I don't know this, but I've not seen the video. I don't know if they did it for the money.
No, it was actually like a party. I don't know if it's a funeral or something, but I don't know.
It could also be that they were drunk or under the influence of anything, because no sane woman,
Okay.
no trained woman would want to go out there and expose your body out there. I don't think it is the best. Maybe they were under influence of something. But right now, bloggers are taking everything and, spreading it. And they want to be known. They want to be recognized. They want to have a name. So they will trend for the wrong reason, and they love it.
They love it. How can we regulate these things? I know we cannot clear it off, but it can be minimized. What do you think?
I believe a lot of education, and then our sermons must change from the prosperity, receive it, to character transformational messages. We must teach the youth. We must let them know what is right for them. You can be a Christian and be fashionable. You can be a Christian and look good. You can do it, but you don't have to do it. It's time and chance. When your time comes for you to be known, God will expose you out there. But if you force yourself to be known, it's short-lived. So I think that teachings and our sermons must change.
All right. So talking about teachings, it leads us to the program or the upcoming program, Woman Thou Art Loose. So before we continue with that, I want to read a message coming from Minister Joseph Nana Sapon. He said, "We have seen the grace of God upon your lives, and the Lord is still in charge. You are loved. Woman Thou Art Loose 2019. Okay. So thank you so much. I think we'll also want to activate the phone lines now. So in case you want to call in and ask or say something to mommy, you can do that. I have another message also coming in. He said, "The sweetest mom in the whole wide world. Love you, mommy." From is it Marjorie Datsy? I don't know if I got the name right. Marjorie Datsy. All right. So now let's talk about Woman Thou Art Loose. What informed? Why Woman Thou Art Loose? What informed this whole program?
Okay, I have passion for women.
Okay.
Women are going through a lot of things, and women have been put on the back burner. We are stronger than the world thinks we are. I always say that if a man is too strong and has it all put together, God will not say to the man, "I'll give you a helper." It's the weaker person that needs a helper. So in effect, we are stronger, and we need to be taught that. We don't have the teachings. That is why we run around from prophet to prophet, places to places, just to be validated. I feel that women, you must validate yourself. You don't need anybody to validate you. You must know who you are. So I started this women prayer time interdenominational on every Tuesday. And so this is the anniversary. This is the 7th year we started it. And every year we have Woman Thou Art Loose, and we bring women with experience to come and talk to us and give us information. So this is what Woman Thou Art Loose, it's all about. Okay,
so you heard that. The phone lines, I think it's the line is activated now, so you can call in 02071 00001, 02071 00001. You can call in and make your contribution. Now let's talk about the speakers. These are very powerful speakers. I don't know how you're able to get all of these people on board. I know you have Mrs. Crunchy on board.
Mama Rita is my mom. It's my spiritual mom.
Just mention then, so that at least people will know what exactly is on board?
Mama Rita is my role model.
Okay.
She's my mentor. She's my mother. She's my spiritual. She's the one I look up to. Everything I do by her inspiration. Apart from God, she's the next person that pushes me into what I do. So she's going to be with us on the program, and then her spiritual mom, that is Mama Christy Dotete of Solid Rock Church, is also going to be there. And then Prophetess Linda Odro, Glorious Ambassadors Kwabinya, is also, which is a very powerful prophetess of God.
Okay, sorry to cut him, but we have our first caller on the line. So we have Pastor Joe on the line. Hello, Pastor Joe.
Hello.
All right, you are welcome to the scope. Any comments or anything you want to share? Okay, kindly go ahead.
Okay, I just want to say that it's a great opportunity to listen to the women of God.
Can you lower, Pastor John, can you lower the volume on your TV set for me?
Is it much better now?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay, so I'm saying that it's a privilege listening to her. And I think this is to invite all viewers to come for the women that is starting from Sunday. It will be a great time to be. And I love your outfit.
All right, thank you.
And I do.
Me or mommy, or both of us? Me or mommy, or both of us? Okay.
All of you.
All of us. Okay, thank you so much, Pastor Joe. All right, so you can also call in and share your view relating to Woman Thou at Loose. You can do that. The phone line is activated now, so you can do that. But I have another message here coming from Sarah Mensa. I said, a virtuous woman full of wisdom and godly counsels. Another one coming from Na Ashile Ofori Mensa saying, time and chance, that's the word, mommy. Sarah Mensa saying that yes, mama. All right, thank you. So keep sending it in and we'll do our possible best to read it. Now let's talk about why you chose this powerful women of God. All right, so we have Reverend Abraham on the line. Hello, Reverend Abraham.
Yes, boss. How are you?
Fine, thank you, sir. I salute you.
Don't mind me. I want to congratulate my wonderful baby.
Yeah, baby one.
I thank God. I thank God for her life.
Reverend, you can go on.
Yes, I want to take this opportunity to invite all viewers to Woman Thou at Loose. It's going to be wonderful. Let me tell you something interesting. We have male and female, and then we have man and woman. And this says, Woman Thou at Loose. When you come, you will know those. It's not only meant for women, though the thing says, Woman Thou at Loose. But if you are a man and you come, you will not make the mistake of marrying a female, but you will locate a woman to marry. And if you are a woman and you come, you will not make the mistake of marrying a male, but you will marry a man. It is for lack of knowledge, my people perish. Beginning coming Monday, it's going to be wonderful. Woman Thou at Loose. Our own spiritual mother, Reverend Mrs. Lita Kransianka, she said, dangerous prophetess. People don't know. And then our grandma, Reverend Dr. Christy Dotete, Dr. Abinate is coming, and then Prophetess Linda. Of course, myself will be there. Yeah. And you are invited to.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you so much, Reverend Abraham.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, so that's your sweet husband. All right, but we have another message. This coming from Sena Efua Faho. Woman Thou at Loose, you can't mess it. From Sarah saying daddy, our daddy. From Lillian Latte, thanks, mommy. All right, so now let's talk about that. I wanted us to know why you put these people on board. Maybe you do that briefly for the purposes of time, then we'll talk about the venue, time, and other things.
These women are women with experience, women who've seen it all, women who've gone through the mill, and they are very experienced. And so we are putting them together to come and share their experiences with us, and then bless us and push us into the year 2019.
Now let's talk about the venue.
Okay, it's Believers House of Worship International, Okwegono, on the Spintex Road. When you get to Coastal Junction, when you're driving, you take your right. If you're not driving, you pick a taxi, an O'Reilly taxi. Tell everybody you are going to Believers House of Worship. They will light you there from First Junction. Tell the taxi drivers you are coming to Believers. You will not miss it.
You won't miss it at all. All right. So, is there any number or any social media handle that we can, in case somebody wants to call or something?
Okay. So, it's in the morning. The program is in the morning, 9 a.m. to 12. 9 a.m. It's not an evening program, a morning program throughout. The emphasis is on Saturday. On Saturday, we have a breakfast meeting.
Okay.
That one is at a fee. When you call, we'll tell you it's not for free, though. It's just at a fee. You call. If you want to call, you can call us on 0244 674347. That is 0244 674347. You can follow me on Facebook, Gloria Lamptey. And then on Instagram, Gloria Lamptey.
Okay, all right. So I'm sure you've gotten that number, but you echo it again before she leaves the studio. But I just have some few messages from Facebook. This is coming from Michael Inshira Asante. Said, God bless you, mommy, and also from Sarah Mensa, Temple of Worship.
Yes.
All right. So I think that's what I have here from Facebook. Okay. So now. To sum up, any word of advice to the people out there? Just a word of advice.
We are in perilous times. Look for Jesus. That's the bottom line. Look for Jesus. If you don't have Christ, look for Jesus and walk with Him. Don't just be a believer. Be a Christian. Be like Christ. Walk like Christ. And your life can never be the same again. He's the only one who can give you freedom. God bless you.
God bless you too, mommy. This is from Gene Twins Mixed Salad. So you want to taste it and have a feel of it.
Thank
and
you.
I know when you test it, you give me feedback.
I know.
Anyway, we really do appreciate the fact that...
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Thank
we do
you.
appreciate it. So we spoke to Reverend Mrs. Gloria Lamptey. So make sure you don't miss the program Women Down at Loose. Happening, the date is
4th to 10th.
4th to 10. 4th to 10. So make sure you don't miss it at all. My name is Louis SK Apeto. Thank you guys so much for tuning into Precious TV. Make sure you don't miss the repeat tomorrow at 8, from 8 to 9 p.m. Tomorrow it will be repeated on Precious TV. So make sure you watch it. In case somebody miss it, the person can watch it. Thank you so much. Once again, my name is Louis SK Apeto. See you same time next week. Bye-bye.